رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله.
إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستهديه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله العظيم من شرور أنفسنا وسيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له، وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، له الملك وله الحمد يحيي ويميت بيده الخير وهو على كل شيء قدير. وأشهد أن محمدًا عبده ورسوله وصفيه من خلقه وخليله، بلغ الرسالة وأدى الأمانة ونصح للأمة وكشف الغمة وجاهد في سبيل الله حق جهاده حتى أتاه اليقين. فاجزه اللهم عنا خير ما جازيت رسولا عن أمته ونبيا عن قومه، وارض اللهم عن أصحابه وأزواجه وذريته والتابعين لهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. ثم أما بعد، فإن خير الكلام كلام الله تعالى، وخير الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم، وشر الأمور محدثاتها، وكل محدثة بدعة، وكل بدعة ضلالة، وكل ضلالة في النار. My dear respected brothers and sisters, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has revealed the Quran with the most powerful statement. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اقرأ باسم ربك الذي خلق. Read in the name of Allah. Bismillah, by the name of Allah, in the name of Allah. And Al-Fatiha, the first chapter, as the most powerful, authentic evidence that Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim is part of Al-Fatiha. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. The entire Quran, it starts with Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. The revelation of it is started, Iqra Bismi Rabbika alladhi khalaq. And the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and his sunnah guide us in the authentic hadith that anything that does not start with Bismillah, it is incomplete or has no barakah in it. The meaning of the hadith. We eat Bismillah. You start doing anything, Bismillah. And the structure of Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, three names, Allah, Ar-Rahman, and Ar-Rahim. And if you try to go about changing Ar-Rahman ar-Rahim to any other names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they will not be as perfect as Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Bismillah is where the Tawheed is. Ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, which is the relationship between Allah and His servants, His creation, the human beings, Bani Adam, which is the full meaning. It is so inclusive, perfectly inclusive of any type of rahmah coming down from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala throughout His universe, touching everything. And we know in Surah Saba, the chapter of Saba, when Sulaiman alayhi salam sent a letter to the Queen of Sheba, Mamlakat Saba. That message started, إِنَّهُ مِن سُلَيْمَانَ وَإِنَّهُ بِسْمِ اللَّهِ الرَّحْمَنِ الرَّحِيمِ. Therefore, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim is not just the Ummah of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. It is from day one, from Adam alayhi salam. When he, subhanahu wa ta'ala, Almighty Allah decided to create Adam alayhi salam. And this paves the way for us that at the guidance of the Sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, his teachings, his light, his nur is throughout by saying Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. And if we do not follow his footsteps, we are the losers. In the morning, adhkar, prayers, we say, at least personally I know of 25 after the Fajr Salah and after Al-Maghrib Salah. You do tasbih, Ayat al-Kursi, 3 times, قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدْ قُلْ أَعُوذُ بِرَبِّ الْفَلَقِ قُلْ أَعُوذُ بِرَبِّ النَّاسِ. And then you start your tasbih. Bismillah alladhi la yadurru ma'a ismihi shay'un fil ard wala fis samaa'i wa huwa as-sami'ul 'alim. Bismillah alladhi la yadurru ma'a ismihi shay'. There is nothing can harm you with the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you start anything that says Bismillah, you start with Bismillah, it will not harm you. لا يضر مع اسمه شيء في الأرض ولا في السماء. Nothing on earth or in the skies. The jinnis. If you need that assurance and insurance, you need and you have to have Bismillah in your heart and in your tongue. It is your theme. It is your everything on your tongue that says Bismillah. And when we eat food and say Bismillah, Allah puts barakah in that food, in every aspect of it, from taste to healthy to benefit to the body and protect it from any harm in that food, and so forth and so on. Bismillah alladhi la yadurru ma'a ismihi shay'. You recite this prayer in the evening, in the morning, after Fajr, and in the evening, and you will be protected around the clock. Around the clock. And many of us do not even recognize the power of the Sunnah. The power of the Sunnah, it is part of the Quran. قُلْ أَطِيعُوا اللَّهَ وَأَطِيعُوا الرَّسُولِ. We have to obey Allah. And how do we do that if we didn't have the Sunnah? To know the details of the ahkam in the Quran. And now, first of all, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make the Hajj feasible for all of us. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect all those who have arrived there or on their way to there. And this pillar of Islam, the 5th pillar, what did Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam say? خُذُوا عَنِّي مَنَاسِكَكُمْ. Take from me your ways of performing Hajj, the traditions of Hajj, the teachings of Hajj. The details are not in the Quran, except the major parts of the Hajj. Arafah, and Al-Masha'ir, and Al-Tawaf, and Al-Sa'i. The fine details of Hajj are in the Sunnah. Therefore, those who want to go to Hajj and perform Hajj without knowing the Sunnah and the details of it, they will miss big time. Especially Yawm al-Hajj al-Akbar, the day of Eid. Because why it is called the day Yawm al-Hajj al-Akbar? The evening of it is Arafat. The night, midnight, Muzdalifah. Then Mina. Then throwing the stones. Tawaf and Sa'i and Tahleel. You cut your hair, you use it or shave for men. And Qurbani al-Udhiyah, al-Hadi, al-Dhabh. The majority of the action and traditions and ibadah and rituals of Hajj take place less than 24 hours. It is very powerful. The Sunnah comes and says, you have to take those manasik, those procedures and ways of doing your ritual, your Hajj, your ibadah is from the Sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Let's come back after Shahadatain to Salah. Sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, Sallu kama ra'aytumuni usalli. Pray like you have witnessed me doing it. And we keep fighting and arguing and debating how did Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam pray. And with all due respect, and I will be very bold, and I want you to open your hearts and minds. We do not worship Imam Ahmad or Imam Shafi'i or Imam Malik or Imam Abu Hanifa. All of them said, if you find an authentic hadith that says against my ruling, drop my ruling and follow the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We do not follow the sunnah of the imams and maulanas. We only follow the sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. ما آتاكم الرسول فخذوه وما نهاكم عنه فانتهوا. Whatever the Prophet, the Messenger of Allah prescribed for you, take it to heart with power. Whatever he forbade you from doing, you stop doing it. Therefore, the salah performance is according to his teaching, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. What we read, how we start, and we start with Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Many they don't know that when you say Allahu Akbar in the salah, you can start with Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. You can start immediately with Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, because as I said, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim is inclusive, is the key. And let me share with you real examples. If any of us had a VIP business card from somebody, as they call them up there, a minister, a millionaire, a powerful man or woman, that if you take this business card and this name, you can enter, you have a green light. That person allowed you to use their name to get your business done. They privileged you. Then people walk with honor. I know somebody, I have a business card. With the greatest difference that we can imagine is the example of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is privileging us, allowed us to use his name. Bismillah. This is the divine VIP card, the key to everything. Once you have it in your heart and you believe in it, you are the most powerful and nothing will stop in your way. We know rizq is done. Khatam. It's in the hands of Allah Azza wa Jalla. You can do your homework, you can study, you can invest, you can do everything you can. And there you will only get what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has prescribed for you. And that's why, back to the sunnah, to understand the concept and the aqidah of rizq, we go to the sunnah. And Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, لو توكلتم على الله حق التوكل لرزقكم كما يرزق الطير تغدو خماصا وتروح بطانا. if you had complete tawakkul, dependence on Allah, you delegate the management of your life to the power of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and His wisdom and His knowledge, all-knowing subhanahu wa ta'ala. Al-Alim, Al-Khabir, Al-Hakim. He will feed you like He guides the birds by their fitrah. They fly from dawn and they come back late home to their nests, fed. How did they know? Do they have a degree? They go to the marketplace and bargain and trade? What kind of knowledge they have? They have the perfect divine fitrah, guidance. And their sustenance and provisions are already there out there for them. And Rasulullah ﷺ basically and simply saying, just be as good as the birds in their tawakkul. Which means the birds are better than us in their tawakkul. Subhanallah al-Azim. Subhanallah al-Azim. So whenever you see a bird, just remind yourself, I want to learn from this bird how to do tawakkul. I want to improve my aqeedah and my dependence on Allah by looking at this creation of Him to teach me how to become a full mutawakkil ala Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And that aqeedah, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam taught us that you do everything in your power, and after doing that, you depend on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as if you have done nothing. And at the end of the journey of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when he tried his best in Mecca, he was pushed around. They tried to humiliate him. They tried to do every trick possible to turn him away from his da'wah, his belief. He went to Ta'if, the town up on the mountain from Mecca. And the worst happened in the history of da'wah. When the people of Ta'if sent the kids behind him, throwing stones at him, and he bleeded, sallallahu alayhi wasallam. And on the way back, halfway down, he turned to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And he only said, if you are happy with me, Ya Allah, I don't care. That's it. إن لم يكن بك علي غضب فلا أبالي. Nothing in his heart, on his mind, except pleasing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Which is a message to us. If you want to follow the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, if you want to be happy, if you want to have happiness in your heart, anything you see around, any difficulty, any challenge, turn to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Am I pleasing Him? Have I done something wrong? And that's why the students of Rasulullah ﷺ told us, as-Salaf as-Salih, they used to see the ma'siyah, the implication, the outcome of a sin in the behavior of the servants. Your car doesn't turn on in the morning, doesn't turn on, something happens, go back and check your iman. Allah Azza wa Jal has promised us guidance of His sunnah. Every love and mahabba, if you want, قُلْ إِن كُنْتُمْ تُحِبُّونَ اللَّهَ فَاتَّبِعُونِي يُحْبِبْكُمُ اللَّهُ وَيَغْفِرْ لَكُمْ ذُنُوبَكُمْ. There is no other way of getting the love of Allah Azza wa Jal and His approval without us loving the Prophet ﷺ, and to love him we have to follow his footsteps in everything we do. And remember, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim is the key to everything you would ever need with the fullest perfection and barakah from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم فاستغفروه إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. الحمد لله حمد الشاكرين وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله ولي الصالحين المصلحين المخلصين المخلصين. أسأل الله عز وجل أن يجعلني وإياكم منهم. وأشهد أن محمدًا عبده ورسوله عليه أفضل الصلاة وأزكى التسليم. As you know, the news came today with the death of 65 Hajjis in Mecca. So we make dua from here. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala take them as shuhada. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept from them and forgive them and shower them with His mercy, rahmah and khair and barakah, that they have been chosen. Because those, if you leave your home saying Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, Ya Allah, I am on your path, and you face death, you will be by the grace of Allah Azza wa Jal, forgiven and taken purely into Jannah. وَمَنْ خَرَجَ مِنْ بَيْتِهِ مُهَاجِرًا إِلَى اللَّهِ وَرَسُولِهِ ثُمَّ يُدْرِكْهُ الْمَوْتِ فَقَدْ وَقَعَ أَجْرُهُ عَلَى اللَّهِ. Those who go to Hajj, even if they die at the airport here, as if they have died in Mecca or after completing the Hajj. This is the power of understanding the teachings of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Brothers and sisters, the ibadah is an art. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam has perfected the architecture of this ibadah. Anywhere you turn, it's sunnah. Anything you do, it is sunnah. Even when a husband and wife meet together lawfully, they start with Bismillah. Because if there is a child to come out of that night or time, Allah will protect it from shaitan. Do you see the power of Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim? Do we see the power of following the sunnah? And I will conclude, for Allah's sake, for our sake, just as much as we invest in learning about the applications and all the apps on the planet on these smart, dumb phones, why can't we invest in learning the sunnah of Rasulullah ﷺ when you dress, when you eat, when you sleep, when you walk, when you go to an interview, when you do business, when you earn, when you do contracts, when you buy, when you sell, when you smile, when you get angry, with your family, with your neighbor. It is a lifestyle. Sunnah is nothing but a perfect, wallahi, a perfect lifestyle. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide us to the sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and make us of those who are guided and blessed to learn about the sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and to have the barakah and the blessings of Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive and conceal our shortcomings. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put barakah in our rizq and make it pure and halal. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it possible for those who did not make it to Hajj. And my beloved community, create a Hajj fund. Those who have money, put money in that fund, and let those who cannot afford it to go to Hajj. And you will always, all of you will get an equal ajr and thawab and reward like them. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put barakah in our efforts and in our Islamic centers and masajid and our children and our families. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us all meet in Hajj, in Bayt al-Maqdis, Al-Aqsa al-Mubarak, and then may Allah Azza wa Jal make all of us meet in Jannat al-Firdaus. Allahumma ameen. Allahumma اغفر لنا ذنوبنا واستر لنا عيوبنا وألف بين قلوبنا واجمع على الحق جهودنا. اللهم تقبل من حجاجك يا رب العالمين يا أكرم الأكرمين. إنهم ضيوف عليك فلا تردهم خائبين. بارك لهم في سعيهم وفي طوافهم وفي عرفاتهم وفي مناهم وفي مزدلفتهم. اللهم كن معهم واحملهم بطيب وكرم وعافية يا رب العالمين. وردهم إلينا مقبولين معافين بإذن الله تعالى. اللهم انصر الإسلام والمسلمين في كل مكان، في بيت المقدس وأكناف بيت المقدس، وفي بلاد الكنانة في مصر وفي السودان وفي تونس وفي ليبيا وفي سوريا. ارحم يا مولانا أمة محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم في سوريا. ارحمهم رحمة واسعة من عندك وأنزل عليهم نصرك المبين المؤزر. اللهم عليك بالظالمين الطغاة المتجبرين والمنافقين وأعوانهم. اللهم اجعل فيهم قدرتك يا رب العالمين، فإنهم لا يعجزونك، إنك يا مولانا على ما تشاء قدير وبالإجابة جدير. اللهم ارحم موتانا، اللهم اشف مرضانا، اللهم كن معنا ولا تكن علينا، وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين، وأقم الصلاة.